Yo, what's up guys, we are back with another video, and today as you can see we are on Streamlabs, and there is a reason why, but I will explain to you guys in a second, just in case everyone's thinking I'm recording on Streamlabs. No, I'm not. See, I can turn the volume down and I'm still talking. So no, I'm not streaming on I'm not recording on Streamlabs right now. If you guys want a video on my recording setup and all that, then just make sure to tell me, guys. I'm not talking about my gaming setup. When I say recording setup, I mean what I use to record, like my app and my mic or whatever, something like that, and my settings to that. But this is just my streaming settings, what I would recommend for you guys. And now I can run way better settings than what I'm currently using. Only problem is I'm using certain settings to make the streams as smooth as possible, even if that means I have to, like, you know, have some other problems in the stream. I make it as smooth as possible so it doesn't lag, doesn't glitch. The stream delay is like 2 to 5 seconds off. If you copy these settings and you have problems with stream delay and stuff like that, this will be exactly how you can fix it. But yeah, anyways, before we get into the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Still, I don't have my editor working, so the problem is this video will not be edited. But yeah, let's just get into the video. Alright guys, so I just wanted to get into the video right away, but anyways, let's get to like the basic settings. So I don't think there's anything on here besides this right here. If your snap sensitivity is not enabled, enable it, put it on 10. Put snap sources to edge of screen on and snap sources to other sources on, and that should be pretty much it. Yeah. Next thing, make sure you're streaming off of YouTube/YouTube gaming service, because I know there is, I swear there's something else. I thought there was something else. Just in case, make sure you're streaming off that, which you should be. And then also make sure you're streaming off of primary YouTube ingest server. Backup you don't have to worry about. Sometimes I use backup. I would only recommend using backup if it's storming for you. Reason why is because if your stream crashes, you have backup, but you don't want two streams running at the same time, otherwise it will slow you down. And yeah, but that is pretty much that. And then yeah, I'll get back to the stream area in 1 second, because there's something I need to show you guys, like, you know, with the stream key. Anyways, also what you want to do is output. You want to make sure this is on simple. Advanced, I can run advanced, but sometimes it will have frame drops in my stream, and I would, you know, I just don't like it. Video bitrate, sometimes I'll use 200, 2600, so sometimes I'll use 3000, sometimes I'll use 3500, but I oftenly use 2600 to 3000. So the encoder, make sure you're using hardware NV ENC, and then new, because because that's just, you know, way better for streaming. Make sure your audio bitrate is, well, I don't know if you'd say, I don't know what you guys say. I say bitrate, but like it could be bitrate or bitrate. I don't know, it shouldn't really matter. My audio bitrate is 160. I can go all the way up to at least 256 with no audio problems. 288 and 320 might be too much, but I'd recommend using 160. If you don't have a as good mic, I'd recommend using 64 for the lowest option. If you just have a normal headset or something like that, if it's kind of better than that, use 96, and if it's like, you know, a bit better, then use 128. But you're gonna have to test all this yourself, so I use 160. It just makes my audio seem flawless. Also, what you want to do is, I'm not going to get into recording. Well, I mean, I might as well, because some people record off of here. But if you guys want to know what I use for recording, like what application and stuff, then make sure to put that down in the comments. So when I used to record off of Streamlabs, I used the, you know, software X264 low CPU usage, because I used to do that mainly because my games was like the thing that took up most of my CPU, so I wanted to use the lowest to make sure that, you know, I didn't have to render the thing into 1080p, so it'd automatically be 1080p, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it. Make sure your recording format is MP4, nothing else, because your editor will most likely not accept anything besides MP4, WAV, and other stuff. Now what you want to do is make sure your maximum replay time is at least 0 seconds. Now if you don't have an amazing PC, I'd recommend setting it to 5 or 10. It's not the best option to do that. At least make sure that you can check, you know, just check to see if your PC can run it first before doing that. So put it on 0, start a test stream, and see what happens. Also, if you didn't press enable replay buffer, make sure you do. Audio is not too much on this. Obviously your mic / auxiliary device 1 would be your thing, you know, whatever it is, and then desktop audio device 1 is whatever you use. Channels, I'd say use stereo. Some people use mono, use stereo, don't worry about anything else on there. And then sample rate, I'd recommend using 44.1 kHz. I mean 48 kHz. Well, why am I saying 48? I mean 48 kHz isn't like gonna really affect it that much if you put it up, but at the same time it's, you know, a lot more. So I don't know, that's just my opinion. But yeah, that's just that. Copy those settings. Hold up. Oh god. So for video, make sure the base canvas is 1920 to 1080 resolution. If you want to test anything higher or lower, that's all you. But at least test these first to see if they're good for you and they qualify. Output scale, I'd recommend 1280 to 720, which is the normal default standard resolution, so I wouldn't use anything else. And then down scale filter, I'd say use Lanczos or whatever. Lanczos, I don't know how you would say it. It could be Lanczos or something like that. I don't know. Just use that. FPS type, use common FPS. I wouldn't use fractional or integer or whatever. Just use common. All you need is common. Common FPS values. So I usually run at 30 to 59.94 for recording. Most of the time though, instead of doing that, I do 30 or 48 sometimes. Only for recording though, because I can render it, and when I render it, well, I can render it with my editor, and when I render it with my editor, I can render it to 60 frames. So if you don't edit your videos, make sure it's at 60 frames. If you do edit your videos, put them at 30 and render them in 60 frames. And then either 720p or, you know, 1080p. So yeah, but make sure that you have a editor that you can render your videos in 60 frames. Otherwise, if you can't render them in 60 frames, put this to 60 frames so you don't have to worry about it. Otherwise, if you do, use 30 frames. Hotkeys, I don't use any hotkeys, so that's all up to what you guys. What I should be using hotkeys for is my scenes though, which I'm gonna do pretty soon. I'm waiting to get whatever it would be. I'd say control center, whatever it's called. And you just gotta press a button on something else and then it does that. So yeah, but there's all that. That's just whatever you guys want to set. Okay, so for the advanced thing, replay buffer, file name prefix, just put it to replay buffer, file name suffix, you don't put it to anything. Well, at least I don't. Stream delay duration, put it 0 seconds. Now the problem is if your computer cannot handle it, it's not going to be 0 seconds. It'll go all the way up to 30 or 60 seconds if your computer really can't handle it. So put it at 0 to 5 seconds, okay? 0 to 5, no more. Automatically reconnect. I'll put enable. By the way, retry delay, put 0 seconds. Retry delay is technically when your stream buffers and like is about to crash. You don't want retry delay on, you just want it to crash pretty much. Maximum retries, I put 20. I don't know about you guys, but I'd say put a lot because you don't want it to be on 1, because if it's on 1, then boom, your stream crashes after 1 problem. So put it on 20 or 40, I'd say, around there. But be careful at putting it to a higher spot because it can crash your computer. Network, I'm not gonna go over that. You just keep the default and everything like that, and then those, you make sure those are on. I'm pretty sure that is it. This should not matter. No, this should not matter. This okay, yeah, none of these will matter. Don't show this code. Okay, luckily it... Okay, I think I just realized how to do that. Okay, virtual webcam is offline. Okay, so yeah, none of the other stuff will really matter. Yeah, so that is pretty much all my settings. Now what I'm gonna do is one more thing, because while I do it and it works perfectly fine, I don't think I can necessarily show you guys on, screen, because I can't blur it out when I'm editing this, and I don't want anyone to be able to stream on my channel, so I can't really, show everyone, but I will explain it a bit. So when you go to Studio, not YouTube Studios where you see all your analytics, when you go to your Stream Studio. Okay, wait, I think I can do it. Backup server, okay, I got it. I think I can put it on the screen. Okay, never mind, I can't. So, always stream in ultra low latency. Reason why is because that just means that you can't stream in 40p, and you can't stream in 4K resolutions. Which doesn't really matter, because you're not going to do that anyways. And if you turn it to ultra low latency, then... well, latency, whatever you want to say, then you can actually get your stream delay to 0 to 2 seconds to 5 at least maximum. So that's pretty much that. Yeah, there's not really any more that I can explain to you guys. Also, one more thing, do not use recommended settings. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I don't want to make it too long. I feel like it's been like 20 minutes and I can't cut out clips and stuff, so I don't want it to be insanely long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you have not already. Also turn on post notifications so you can see my community post new live streams, new video uploads. Also make sure to share my channel with your friends and spread it around so we can gain some more subs. At 2,000 subscribers, I'm going to try to stay awake for a week for a live stream, and yeah, it's not going to get any crazier than that. Also, instead of doing giveaways, I might start doing events, but that is on a different video to talk about. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe, and yeah, peace out.